my channel. My name is Vivienne-Karlene and I hope today you're feeling blessed and not stressed. In today's video, I'm going to try to walk you through my step-by-step process of painting handbags. This is a hobby of mine. I am not a pro. I just enjoy razzle-dazzling some bags at home, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the bags that I've painted. I figured let me show you how I do it so you can do your own bag as well. Let me start off by showing you the paints that I use. This brand of paint is called Angelus, and I purchased this particular size from Amazon for about $9. I was also able to get the smaller 1 ounce size from Michael's craft store. Hobby Lobby does not carry this brand, but Michael's does, and you can order it online. And I also forgot to mention that this is the 4 ounce bottle. We're going to use some simple little paint brushes. I believe I got this value pack from Walmart for about $6. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this paint marker yet. I picked this up a few weeks ago at Hobby Lobby just because I liked the color, but I have not worked with this, so we might use this today, but I really just want to focus on the painting because that's what I really like to do. I have a little tray to mix my colors. Once again, you can get a 6-pack of these trays from any craft store, even Walmart. And then I have a small little container of water to clean my brushes. Let me show you the bag that I'm going to work on today. This is my beautiful city tote, guys. Look at the trim. And I apologize for the overcast. You know what? Let me see if I can open another window. One moment. I hope that's a little bit better, but it is a cloudy day and no better time than to paint because it's gonna rain, so I can't go out to the garden today. And I am waiting for a delivery to come, and you know how that is. So instead of checking my phone every 5 minutes and getting a tracking update for the shipment, I decided to use my time wisely. So we are gonna go ahead and paint this bag. The color of this particular city tote, let me see if I could find it. This city tote is the khaki and light saddle. Y'all, I love this city tote so much. It is so pretty. But let me tell you why I want to add a splash of pink to it. Sorry for being so unprepared. I had to grab some acetone. I'll show you what I use this for in a moment. And some cotton ovals. As you know, I am not a pink carrying handbag person, but I enjoy the color pink in the right shade. Like this Bible, I could not say no. Not to mention one of my favorite leather charms from Patricia Nash, which is in this dusty pink. Love that. This cute skinny wallet from Antonio Milani, which is in a beautiful dusty pink shade. Let me show you how this all ties together. So when Coach launched their powder pink collection, while I wasn't feeling all the pink, they had some beautiful moments within that collection that I was feeling. For example, the very pretty vachetta trim on all the pink bags. I just loved how it looked. Even though I think the first powder pink collection seems more appealing than this year's, I could not get that pink and brown combo out of my mind. So being that this is my favorite Coach outlet city tote, I just wanted to add a splash of pink because I already have the trim color. That is what's gonna kick off this painting project. So I decided not to put any pink on the front of the bag. I am going to put it along the seams of the bag. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my bag for painting by taking off the factory glaze. All bags have a glaze that protects the coated canvas, but the acrylic will not stick to the bag unless the glaze is removed. So we're going to remove that glaze right now. Keep in mind the brand Angelus actually sells a deglazer, and it looks like this. But after doing a lot of research, I realized that the deglazer is nothing more than acetone. So now go save my money. You don't have to saturate it. Now it's up to you if you want to use the deglazer from the brand or a little bit of acetone. Please use at your own risk. This video is just a guide, some tips. Don't come for me. Okay. So this is where I am going to paint. So I am just going to rub the acetone along the sides of my bag. And that's it. See, nothing came off. We're just taking off the initial shine from the factory. And being that it's acetone, it dries very quickly. I'm just going to go up and down the side. And that's it. So this is where the fun begins. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of paint at a time. Slowly mix until we get the desired color, and then we start to paint. I want my final color to be somewhere in between these shades of pink. Not too mauvey, not too bubblegum, somewhere in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and start with the lightest shade, which is pink. This shade is really nice, but it is a little bit too light, and I want to intensify it a little bit. This paint can dry out, so I'm going to mix a little bit at a time. Next up, I'm going to add a little bit of English tan. And I'm going to add a little bit of cream. I'm almost out of the color cream, but I'll make it work. I'm also going to pick a very thin brush because the signature C's on this bag, the outline is very thin, and I don't want my paint to smudge, so I'm going with the thinnest brush. Now I'm going to mix. So I'm going to start with white, add a little bit of white, then a little bit of pink. When mixing paint, I like to start with my lightest color and then intensify that color. If you could see the difference between this color and this color, I'm going to add a little bit of that brown, a bit more. Sometimes this makes me nervous, and sometimes I mess up and I have to start all over again when I'm mixing colors, but if you take your time, you'll be able to do it. And just stop when you get to a shade that you actually like. So look at that, it's like a taupey pink, a little bit more pink. This is more of a taupey pink. I think I'm gonna add a splash of the hot pink in here. Let's see if this is a good color match to my Antonio Milani leather. I'll just test it out on this. So this is the true color of the paint, and it is a close match to my leather card case. And it's a close match to my leather roses. Time to start painting. I tucked the straps in, and I have my bag stuffed with a few beach towels. I'm going to change the angle so that way you can see the process. So I rotated my pool towels horizontally so that way I could stretch out the canvas. I'm going to start right here. I am not concerned about painting over the thread. Like, why would I be? Look at that color. Oh, I'm already excited. Okay. And hope my camera didn't move. And this is going to take a minute. Granted, I am not going to stay on camera and do this entire thing. We're only going to do a few of the C's. I tend to paint when everything is just real quiet and relaxed. I love that. Painting and talking is like putting on mascara and trying to talk. You can't do it. I don't know about you, but I know I can't do it. Because your mouth is open and you're trying to make sure your mascara goes on right. So you don't want to mess that up. And I'm doing very light strokes for the first application. And the thing is with the C, you really do want to take your time, because you know how those bogus C's look on the fake bags? You don't want your C's to look bogus. You want them to look good. So take your time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep painting, and I will be back when the sides are done. So we're back to side number 1, and it's going pretty good so far. Man, guys, I'm so sorry. The overcast is making it a little bit difficult to see, but we are making progress. I still have lots of paint left. So now I'm going in for a second coat. I'm just going to wipe my brush a little bit. Let's see what the second coat is gonna look like. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, so we have a different angle right now because I just wanted you to get a better understanding of the color. We are dealing with a lot of overcast today, and it is not perfect yet. It is drying, so you're going to notice a lot of areas that need to be filled in, like this area right here. But I'm going to do that when I do the next coat. So right now I want to get some paint on the other C's, and I'm going to just use the classic pink color. See, this is also something I've had to deal with. Everything isn't lining up, and I just got to deal with that. I'm gonna go in with that lighter pink. Y'all, this is gonna look so pretty. The different shades of pink. Hold on, I got a call coming in. I'm loving how the colors are playing off of each other, guys. I am. The first pink is a little bit of the peony shade. And then the second color is a little bit of the powder pink. Now hear me out. I'm tempted to create a color that's similar to clay, but I don't know if I should. But something in the burnt orange kind of family would look really nice with pink because orange is a complementary color to pink. Really nice. But I wouldn't do a bright orange. You know, that's why I'm thinking clay. That little, you see that right there? How the little bristle is sticking out. It's irking me so bad, but I'll just have to slow down with this brush. So it look crazy right now, but it has to dry. Now you see where the paint is along the seams right there out, or the piping. I could clean that up later. Not worried about that at all. But we clean up before we seal the bag. So we have some time to get this paint down and let it dry. And I should have pointed this out. Anytime my brush has a lot of paint on it, I just lay the paint down towards the back of the C because it's a lot of space to cover and I could easily spread the excess paint around. Actually, this time I'm just gonna roll the paint. I'm trying to get that bristle to lay down. Okay, that is the first coat. And you know it's gonna look crazy. Once I apply a few more coats and we do the cleanup, it's gonna look pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna keep on painting this bag and I will be back to show you how it turns out. So far, I like the contrast of the colors.